stepping stone divine. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Rushmore show kicking down the door, ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top four, nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four and nothing more. Andy, it's Thursday. It's episode 200. Wow. It is the season finale of season 4. We've got Dusty in the chat. Hello, Matt. And I saw Justin in the chat earlier. Hello, Justin. Yeah. As you guys come on in, hit that like, hit all those fancy dials, and say hello. Tonight we are, thanks. Congrats on the 200. Tonight we are going down the little memory lane on soda. Not everybody loves soda. It's the preferred drink in my household, except today, because I'm filling up with electrolytes because it hasn't been a good day. I didn't share on Instagram until late. I didn't even put it in the Discord or whatever like I normally do and all that jazz because I've been sleeping. My family's gone through a little bit of the flu-like symptoms, and I caught it late last night, man.
Kirk,
and
you're about to have an MJ flu game.
I got the flu game.
Episode 200, you're going to come through clutch. It's the flu game, the infamous.
I'm not flopping on this one. Not flopping on this one.
No.
So say hello while you come on in. Hopefully everybody gets the memo. We're on. It's Thursday night. I mean, we've done this 200 episodes. I mean, people should know. I mean, we've got this. Now there are some things coming up though, Andy. Look, man, it just jumped to 7. The aura just boom.
MJ, flu game.
This is the last episode we'll be using StreamYard. I've been testing around. We're moving to Restream. Can't really do anything tremendous in there, Andy, until we actually pay. And I don't want to pay for it until we're done paying for this. So this will be, we're off next week. Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year. But we will go into the new year, starting out with Bryce JW and Game Dad. We're going to talk Wii games. So, Kevin
not
in the house.
Games, but games
not wee, not pee wee, or yeah. So, man, we've got some cool guests. We got a returner, and we haven't seen her since season 1. It would have probably been like episode 30-ish, 32-ish, because she was in August, and she did our best. Her and Hunter was at the time, it was our highest viewed show for almost 2 years. They were in for the Siap and Saron chase, and we talked cereal. Yeah. And so we're welcoming Alexis back, and she's a newlywed.
This is like when you're watching a show and there's a character in a season, and then they make that reappearance seasons later, and you're like,
oh, we love her so much. Yes, she's back. Yeah.
But she's bringing on another guest today, which
she went on
a big thing that has changed.
She left our show and went on like The Bachelor or something, and now she's bringing on she's bringing on the other half, and we get to meet him tonight. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Andy, Number one, I've got a ton of prayer requests today.
Yes.
Or at least prayers that I would want to shout out. We'll do it at the halftime point. If you guys have prayer requests, drop them in the chat. We've got some buddies going through it, guys. It's a tough season, but just flipping through the Instagram and all of those things, I saw some pretty tough news on some of our friends. So we would like to share that. If you guys have some stuff, by all means, shoot that over to us. We would love to pray for you guys. Fantasy football, Andy. you're done. You're done. Well, that was a weird game. So listen, last week was the culmination of the worst football season I think I've been a part of in 25 years. Not only has the Saints been terrible and just kind of trying to literally fumble their way through this season.
Not anymore, baby.
Well,
Tyler Shuck has entered the building.
Yeah, he's entered the building. But then, the Chiefs didn't make the championship, the AFC championship, but then he also got hurt. And then my fantasy team has just been abysmal. Like spell that with 2 Z's, abysmal. And I finished in last place in the long-standing league I've been in. But in the Rushmore league, I started out 0-3. And I worked my way back to winning my division, played you, and an hour prior, Mahomes went down. And I look at the fantasy and I was like, well, let me just see what this is. And I was like, oh, great. I was winning. Now I'm about to get beat. And I just basically wanted to shut that down. But your boys, how about them boys? Couldn't hold it. And
the wrong Texas team.
Yeah, how about them boys couldn't hold it, and I ended up coming back and beating you because the only thing you had was the defense going, and they actually needed to get 6 points, and they only got 2. And you started
only got 1 point.
1 point.
1 point. 5. I need 5.
So I am moving on. I'm playing Paul in the 619 in the semis, and Pokey Trev is playing Dylan Thibodeau in the other side. So we will have a new champion this year.
I will say this. Trev has been dominating all year.
All year. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Number 1 all year.
He I think he had 2 losses, maybe 3. Yeah. But yeah, he's been dominating all along. And then the other 3 of us are
scrappy. Dylan has been scrappy.
Sitting at like 500. So hey, let's get this show going, and we're talking soda. Like,
hey, real quick, can I know we'll probably talk about this at halftime. But you mentioned prayer requests. I want to shout this out real quick. In the top corner over there, right above Kirk's head, you see a QR code. That QR code sends you to our website. And on our website, on the ministry side of things, you will see a form. If you ever have a prayer request, you can send it in there, and we receive those in our email. We'd love to pray for you guys. You could do that outside of Thursdays, right? You can do it whenever. Also on that website, we have begun, since the last show, a blog, the Rushmore Show blog. And I've started a series where I'm going through every album by this guy, this whole band here. And I'm ranking my Rushmore. Kirk has a post, Rob Reiner, RIP. We've got a couple different posts already up there. Make sure you go check that out. We'll talk about more of that at halftime. But you can put your prayer requests. That's kind of why I was mentioning that. I wanted to shout
the irony of the Rushmore show.
I do see Tubes has he needs some prayer. So we'll just keep that in mind. He's just said he's having a rough time. So we'll be praying for you for sure.
Yeah, let's make sure we put that in the request, and then let's get this thing going. So you can also see the Christian creators on that page as well. And honestly, Andy, I haven't really shared this with you or anybody else. I shared it with my wife the other night. I'm actually really proud of that website. It's basic, but I think it looks really cool.
It's really cool.
So everybody go check that out. You can hit that right there, and right, yeah, that way.
Mirroring is tough.
Mirror on the wall. Hey, so let's get these guys out and let's get this show going. So, top 4 soda. Depending on where you're from, some people say pop, some people say soda, some say soft drink. I love fountain drinks of this variety, but down in the South, a lot of times people will just say Coke. And then they'll be like, what flavor? And you'll be like, oh, a Sprite. And that doesn't make a lot of sense to everybody else in the world. Me, I usually just say the name of the label.
That's it.
Yeah, like I need a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, like I don't say I need a soda or a pop. I need a Dr. Pepper. I need a Coke. I need a. No, nobody says.
Now, I will say in New Orleans, and I think just in New Orleans, they say cold drink.
Cold drink. Cold. Like COAL drink or COLE
cold drink. It's
cold
one
drink.
word, really. Cold drink. But
buy you a drink. Yeah, cold drink. Wait, so what's this say? I say whatever drink I'm drinking. Yeah. So that's kind of like what we're doing. Anyways, let's do it, Andy. You got that? They got that video queued up?
I've got it ready to go.
Let's do our top 4 soda beverages of all time. Let's get it. So you know how we do it. We always let the guest kind of pick the show. This is the last food series show ever, at least for the time being. It's episode 200, and we invited on our friends, your friends, Andy. So why don't you introduce them?
Yeah.
Because I've known Alexis for several years from when I was over at the church. But you were instrumental in some of the things in her life. So why don't you share how you know them and then bring them out?
Yeah. So you already mentioned it. Alexis was a youth group member, I think, and she probably can correct me. I think 2019 she came, 2019 she came to our church and quickly jumped in. And as you mentioned, was already on one of our biggest shows of all time. And since then, has gone through a major life change. She got hitched, she got married, and I had the honor and privilege to officiate their wedding this year. And without any further ado, let's welcome on our friends Alexis and Ethan, all the way from Texas. What is up, friends?
Hello.
Look at it. Look, there we go. I'm okay with the Texans memorabilia on here because you are in Houston, so it makes sense to do that. But welcome to the show, guys. Excited for you to be here.
We're excited.
Thank you for having us.
We're always talking food, Alexis, whenever you come on the show. And I forgot to mention that, and Kirk did say it. This is the last food, not the last food show we'll ever do, but the last time we're doing a series of food, if that makes sense.
We're moving forward and doing just video games, music, and movies and TV for 4 months apiece, as opposed to nostalgia, food, and sports as well, 2 months apiece.
We'll still
talk
about those things, but it'll just happen within the context of our other.
Yeah, we'll probably talk like last week, food in movies, right?
Video game food would be fun.
Like greatest power up? That'd be cool.
That's
Yeah. Anyway, Alexis and Ethan, let us know what's been going on. How's life been?
Life has.
What's up? But hold on, time out. What's up, Jason? Jason is a friend of the softball community over here. His family goes to the same school as Carson. We play on the same teams and stuff. And then, so welcome in, Jason. Man, it's good seeing you. So, finish your story. I'm sorry.
Okay. So life has been pretty busy. I just finished my fall semester, senior year of college. Crazy. I feel like I just graduated high school like a month ago. So going into my last semester, it's going to be a tough one, but I know I can do it. And he is back in school for ABA, which is like therapy for autism. And he got super interested in that. So he is back in school. So we've just been working on school, going to work. I'm a dance teacher now, so I love my job. And he is a therapist for people who have autism. So we're just really working in our passions and what God has called us to be.
And in your spare time, you're traveling to Louisiana to eat the best Mexican food.
Yes.
Is that correct?
The
story behind that, Kirk, is they just visited for the what was it?
Would they go to Los Tres Amigos?
It was
a wedding. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did y'all take them to Los Tres or something?
Los Cantaritos, but
Yeah.
basically same.
The one that's directly across the street from the old church.
Yeah.
Or as my daughter calls it, the Orange Restaurant. So, anyway.
Well, yeah. So you guys chose soda
Yes.
or pop or whatever you guys call it. What do you guys call it?
I say soda, or I'll be like you and I'll just be like, oh, I want a Sprite or something.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah, we just call it soda.
Yeah. So you chose that. And I'm assuming you guys like that. When I was a kid, my mom, she had a 2 liter like holder that she got from like a fair or something, and it had 8 2 liters in it, and then she had them lined up around it, so like probably like 12 2 liters of Coke, all of them the same, all of them Coke,
Wow.
and she had them in our house at all times. So yeah, soda. So I grew up on soda. I didn't drink a whole ton of water. I still don't drink a whole ton of water in my life, and so I love this topic because my tastes have veered into multiple different kinds of soda, but I'll say there's still some, just staples, and so we're going to talk about that tonight.
All right. So being in college, how much soda helps? I mean, I guess coffee too. I know you like coffee. Ethan, are you a coffee fan? I know Alexis is. Are you a coffee guy?
Energy drinks.
Energy drinks.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I like an energy drink as a soda. That's an interesting. I know coffee doesn't.
So
Does
I
it-
looked it up and was like, should this be in? Should all soda be carbonated beverages? And there was some mixed reviews. So I'm not.
My personal opinion is that if it's carbonated, it's soda.
Yeah, I kind of
That's
felt
just my
that.
take.
I kind of felt that, but I didn't.
What do you call carbonated water? Sparkling water or what?
Sparkling water.
Or
Sparkling water.
soda water, right? It's called soda water. Anyway, that's we may or may not talk about that tonight. Who knows? If you're in the comments, let us know what your top 4 as we go along. You can either put your 4 when we talk about our 4s or give us your whole list now. However you want to do it, let us know in the chat. But we'll go ahead and let's get started. And we flipped the coin backstage, and it landed on Alexis. Alexis is going to go first. She's done this before, but it's been a minute. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with our Rosie. That is our number 4 on the list, Roosevelt. And before you give us your Rosie, let's kind of peek into your brain for a minute. What were you thinking when you put together this list? What helped you to formulate the list? And then after that, you can just go right into your number 4, your Rosie. What you got?
So for my list, I did not want to be basic. I didn't want to just have, basic this, basic that everyone would pick. So I thought of drinks that kind of had a twist to it, so like seasonal.
Okay,
And that's
I like
the route
it.
I went. So hopefully it'll be a surprise. But
Love that.
Surprise.
my Rosie is pretty simple, but it's a good one. But this is the only simple one that I have. So my Rosie is classic Sprite.
Okay.
Sprite is very refreshing. Whenever I'm thirsty and I'm craving a soda, it's usually Sprite. Whenever I'm sick, I want Sprite. Whenever I just want that refreshing lime taste, I always grab a Sprite. So that's why I put it as my 4, because you never go wrong with a classic Sprite.
I love that pick. That is a great one. And definitely a classic. Sure.
Yes.
I mean, like, to me, this is like the, this is the standard pick. This is like your, maybe not Captain America. Captain America is Coca-Cola, right? This is Hulk. Is this Hulk?
Probably.
This
Hulk? Probably more like Hulk. Yeah.
It's definitely not Hawkeye, right? I mean, that's a little bit more, but he's still within. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, there's a great pick.
I'll say this, and Andy, you could jump in and agree because I know you do. the best Sprite is the crisp Sprite from McDonald's.
Yikes.
And that's where that's at. I don't have this on my top 4 today. This is my first Benjamin off the chain.
Wow.
I love
What
Sprite.
do you think?
Sprite was my favorite as a kid. As a little fella, it was Sprite all the time. And again, there is not. If we were just doing fountain drinks, Sprite would be number 1 from McDonald's. It's crazily good. But this is a good pick, and we'll probably talk more about it again today because I have a feeling that this is one of those staples.
And what's also great is the memes about the McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's like
that's
a
right.
whole like subculture.
Barry is yo MTV Raps up in here.
Everyone in the chat just like yo 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 yo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's messing with Nightbot because if you type yo in the chat in any kind of way, Nightbot will text back and say yo.
Oh,
So that's where all these yos are coming from. Ethan, are you? I know not. You don't have to give it away if it's on your list, but do you like Sprite? Do you agree with this pick?
Sprite's valid.
Sprite's
Right.
valid.
Right.
Okay, so I have a feeling maybe it's not on the list, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a good pick. Hey, Matt Dusty Flotilla in there said Ice Cold Baja Blast is a new favorite of mine. Where have you been?
Yeah, I mean that's Taco Bell in the house right there. So, I mean, if you're doing a Taco Bell, that's kind of one of 2 or 3 picks.
Kevin's comment. Waiting for Andy to throw a crazy one out like Tab or Slice.
So I got a funny story about Tab. I don't think anybody's going to say Tab today, so I'll
I
say
hope
it.
nobody says Tab, but you never.
I
know.
do have a funny story, and I liked Slice as a kid because that was kind of it's called Starry now, isn't it? Isn't Slice Starry? Anyways,
I don't know.
so Seattle's in the red zone. Anyways, Tab. When I was in college, part of my fraternity on Halloween week, we had to do a scavenger hunt. And a part of the scavenger hunt, this is what gave me the scavenger hunt idea in the youth ministry, Andy, which a lot of people were doing it, but I just love that idea. Kind of go around town and try to find all these things. One of the things on the list was a 3-liter of Tab. Well, unfortunately, Tab does not make a 3-liter, and or it didn't back then, and then Tab's hardly even around anymore. But what you had to do was you had to go buy a 3-liter, dump it out, and pour all the Tab in order to get it. And that's probably the last time I've ever even tasted Tab. Tab was an awful drink. My aunt used to drink it. It was like diet Coke. It was like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
like full flavor.
Yeah, that
hint of Coke.
It was a hint of Coke. I'm not a big fan of any of those hint of anythings, to be honest. If you have a hint of something on the list today, I'm not a fan. Real Jolt.
McDonald's
Hold
Sprite
on.
is not a hint of Sprite. It is Sprite full force.
Real Jolt, not the phony baloney stuff they make now. Jolt
All
back
right.
in the day was something. My grandma used to tear through some Tab, I think is what it said.
Here we go. Barry gave us his top 4. Number 4, Crystal Pepsi. There you feel old. Number 3, Code Red. Feel like you're from the 2000s. Number 2, Cherry Pepsi. Number 1. Now I have a problem with this. A&W cream soda.
Very interesting.
Barry, I love you, man. But
He likes mayonnaise on.
yes, I was waiting for you to. Throw
What
that.
is Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah,
It's the clear one.
Alexis. This
Clear?
was actually, I think,
It was like in the 90s. maybe.
late 80s.
Late
They
80s.
made clear Pepsi. It was Pepsi, but it was clear. It was like Sprite. It looked like Sprite, but it was Pepsi.
Interesting.
It was very, very tight window of time. It
I
did
have
not.
never heard of that.
You can't get it. It was discontinued in like 45
I mean,
minutes.
I'm sure you can.
Discontinued in 45 minutes.
$1 and it's expired.
It was like
You
new
may be
Coke.
able to buy it really expensive though. Like I'm sure somebody's got a can out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, yeah.
you don't want it. I mean, there's no reason to want it.
So, Andy, do you not like cream soda?
No, I love cream soda. I don't like A&W.
A&W. There's the okay.
Now, cream
Okay.
soda's great. I'm fine with it.
So I will just say, since we're talking A&W, well, somebody might bring it up later. We'll jump back into that. All right, Ethan, you're up. So what were you thinking when you built your list, and then what's your Rosie?
Okay, so I went a different route.
Yeah.
I wasn't about like seasonal or things like that. I wanted like consistency, like something that's reliable and consistent.
I like it.
Love that.
Psychology, reliability, and consistency are like key in everything. And I do that with my work and my foods and sodas. So
Right.
my
number 4
is gonna be Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. There we go. Staple.
Solid pick.
Solid. It's usually what I have in my hand. Put that in my hand right here on the show. But since I'm sick, I'm rocking a little Gatorade, which I'm out. Gatorade. Coke Zero. So I am all about the zero of almost every drink, as opposed to diet.
Except
there
for
are
Sprite.
Zero
is garbage.
I also think Mountain Dew Zero is garbage. But most of the time, if it's zero, I tend to like it more than the diet. And I don't really like a whole lot of diet. We started drinking Coke Zero here at my house when the whole family went on keto.
Yep.
That was when it started. We were all regular Coke fans, and so that was like 2017. So it's been a good, we're moving into 26, so moving into a good 9-year run of Coke Zero.
That is a dynasty.
Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs this year though.
Coke Zero tore an ACL, and it's just not looking good. It's just not looking
good. Yeah.
No, I'll say I 100% agree. You'll hear in my list where I went with it. I think if you were to cut me open right now, which would be weird, but if you did, you could find ample amounts of Coke Zero running through my body. It is coffee and Coke Zero are the two things.
Yeah. So I know this isn't the cool thing to do when you're sick, when you got the flu-like symptoms, but all I had in my room was Coke Zero this morning, and I was like, man, I have to drink something. So I cracked one and I just sipped on it, just barely. I'm like, I just need something in my mouth.
When did Coke Zero get introduced?
I would say not too much earlier than that 17 spot. The zeros, I don't have. Yeah,
I'm gonna fact check this. Look, 2005. So I mean, only 20-year run. 20-year run, and we've had it for half of its lifespan.
Yeah, I agree.
05. Okay, all right. Now this is great. Somebody may talk about it later, but you like the zeros, Ethan, better than you like the diets?
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. The zeros are like the exact flavor. Diets are just fake. You could taste the.
You could taste the artificial sweetener in the diets, and I feel like with the zeros, you don't really taste it as much.
Absolutely. The only one that's different, and again, throwing these out there, you don't have to mention if it's on the list. To me, Dr. Pepper diet.
I like that. Okay, so you jumped the gun.
I know.
But that's the one. That's the one for me. The Diet Dr. Pepper is. I know the difference. If you did one of those tests where it was like you're sipping out of the box, I could figure out probably which one's which, but they're close.
I don't know if I could tell the difference between diet and zero. I think I could tell the difference in diet and regular because there's gonna be a little bit of that. But I think that if you blindfolded me, I mean, I have a 50-50 shot, but I don't know if I exactly know and feel confident which one's zero and which one's diet when it comes to Dr. Pepper. But who knows? It's those 23 other flavors that are masking it, man. It's tough. Well, great pick. Ethan, way to join the mountain. You've officially made your first pick on the Rushmore show.
Yay!
Man, That's awesome. So, Kirk, you're up, right? Yeah. We're going to
Yeah.
come to you. And
So I kind of already shared a little bit about my criteria. My mom was she loves soda. I saw that if you scroll back up, Andy, you see where Kevin said something about my aunt or my grandma drank an enormous amount of Tab and Pall Mall cigarettes. Yeah, there you go. That my mom was this. She smoked in the house and just drank Coke. My mom would pour Coke and I don't know. I'm not like this, Andy, and I think maybe because of my mom. I hate when my soda gets watered down with ice. My mom would just keep adding, like almost like she's adding a dip in. Like we're just going to keep adding more Coke into the drink, and the ice is going away. And anyways, she started us there back when I was a kid. We only had Coke, regular Coke in the house, unless I begged. And then my parents would buy, she wouldn't even buy like Sprite or whatever. She'd buy like Albertson brand 12 pack of, orange drink or
Albertsons. Oh my
yeah. Yeah. So like Albertson's brand, grape drink or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? And I almost kind of today I was like, man, I wonder if I should put one of those on there because I used to drink the crud out of those bad boys. They're not on my mountain today, but
definitely some artificial dyes in those ones.
yeah. Now that I'm older, though, I do have a clear cut now. So what I was thinking, I don't. So when I don't usually buy much of anything anymore, Andy, if I'm being honest. And some of the things I do buy is a soda or a Coke from the gas station. I love a good fountain drink. One of my favorite things about a fast food restaurant is the fountain drink. And I always am upsizing the drink. I usually don't upsize the fries all the time, but I always upsize the drink. Back in Louisiana, they don't have them too much here in Atlanta. But then they have the Circle K, and at the Circle K, for a while, you could get like 100 ounces for like 85 cents.
Yeah.
And we would go in there and get those Polar Pops, and just really, on a daily. So yeah, there's soda running through my veins, like you said, to steal kind of like that idea. These four, my top four, are probably the only thing I'm really picking out of. If I'm going to the counter. Which one of these top four am I picking? My first one, ironically, this one's my favorite when I'm eating chocolate. I don't know what it is. Yeah, when I get chocolate, especially like a Reese's, I want this as my beverage, my drink of choice. And you kind of mentioned it just a minute ago. I'm going with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I don't drink Dr. Pepper too much outside of that, but I do love it. So I have some things. 1885 in Waco, Texas, by a pharmacist. So Charles Alderton. So it makes it actually older than Coke. It's kind of under the Coke brand as far as being purchased. But it's famous for having the 23 flavors, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things I remember as a kid is my grandma, and here it is. What are the 23 flavors? So they have speculated the flavors include things like cherry, vanilla, almond, licorice, blackberry, apricot, caramel, cola, plum, peppery spices, but those are all fan theories. I can tell you this. My grandma, Gladys Happy Bottom, she made homemade Dr. Pepper, and she made it from prune juice.
Yeah. That was always the myth, I guess.
Yeah, she made it from prune juice, and now it wasn't carbonated, but it had the same like flavor, but it would definitely clean the pipes out, if you know what I mean. Little prune juice, but yeah, so Dr. Pepper is on my list as a strong start at number 4.
Dude, I absolutely love this pick. And I love that your soda went to school that much longer to get a doctorate.
Yeah.
is really proving that it's really
1885. 1885.
Now, I gotta ask. I know it may be mentioned later. I don't want to jump the gun, but Alexis and Ethan, isn't it illegal to not like Dr. Pepper living in Texas?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
kind
go
of
to, every time we're in Waco, we go to the Dr. Pepper Museum just to get like homemade Dr. Pepper and just experience all
Let
of
me tell you what. Now, Kirk, I know that I have hyped up Whataburger a lot, and I know that it hasn't delivered like maybe to my degree of this, but their Dr. Pepper shake that they have at Whataburger is bonkers.
I'm gonna have to have it. I'm gonna have to have it.
It's a float, but I mean, it's just vanilla.
We've been going to Whataburger quite a bit recently. There's one right by Cannon's baseball facility. I'm partial to the like spicy bacon burger, and I'm also partial to the patty melt.
Patty
So-
melt is where it's at, baby.
But again, not bad. Yeah. So all right, Andy, you're. Oh wait, by the way, Coca-Cola acquired Dr. Pepper in 1995.
Interesting.
And actually, I think recently, I may be mistaken.
Oh wait, no, that's wrong.
I saw something that said that Dr. Pepper surpassed Coca-Cola in sales, either like this year or last year or something. I will say Dr. Pepper's commercial game has stepped up
Yes.
in relatively recent years with the whole like Fanville and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, the whole Fanville thing, and
It's a
those are fun. Those are fun.
great series of commercials. But yeah, great pick. Any other thoughts on Dr. Pepper that you guys want to add?
It's just great.
It's just great.
Okay,
Now,
so in
Kirk, do you like the-
2018,
do you like
Dr.
the-
Pepper actually, so it's just distributed by Coca-Cola.
No,
It's not.
It's independent, isn't it?
And in 2018, they merged with Keurig, forming the Keurig Dr. Pepper company.
That is a fact.
So there you go. There you go. So the ownership is by Keurig now.
Mm.
Nice. Now,
All right.
Kirk already has 23 flavors, but what are your feelings on the added flavors to Dr. Peppers? Like the
So-
Dr. Pepper cherry, the Dr. Pepper
I-
vanilla, the Dr. Pepper whatever.
I always try them, and I'm not usually over or underwhelmed. It's just
I
like,
will say it.
but I
the
am
coconut
not.
and cream one. That coconut and cream one is crazy good.
I'm not a huge fan.
You don't like coconut though.
I'm not a huge fan of cherry anything,
Mm,
Mm.
I love cherry flavor.
like
And
cherry Coke, cherry Dr. Pepper, cherry.
The
Whatever.
cherry Pop Tart's the best, is the goat of all of them. So
I mean, it's good to be wrong, but it's okay.
it's just science.
Yeah.
I do like that. They had a blackberry Dr. Pepper that was really good. It's really good, but it was
I'll
weird.
always try them. The vanilla is always one of the. I'm not a big orange creamsicle though.
I don't like it in Dr. Pepper. Or no, I think Coke even came out with one. And
Yeah, I
it
wasn't
doesn't
a
work with
huge
Coke
fan.
for me. It doesn't work with Coke, but you know.
So where you headed down your memory lane? What's number 4
okay,
for you?
so I've been so excited for this, and I've been waiting to talk about sodas with you guys. I did something different. My top 4 tonight are not necessarily my top 4 sodas right now. If you were to ask me right now, what are my top 4 sodas? I may or may not mention the ones that are talked about here. What I thought about, because I didn't want to just say top 4 sodas, and nothing wrong if you do that. I'm trying to think of, this is episode 200. You try to throw little nuances in your criteria and in your lists as much as I can, just to kind of.
So we are talking tab.
We will not talk tab. I will say that much.
Jack talked tab. Jack talked
but-
tab real well.
But here's the thing. I thought I'm going to go the nostalgia route, and I'm going to say my top 4 soda experiences. And now it's a soda. It's a soda. That's what I'm talking about. But it's a specific time and place that this soda hit, and it may not be now. Actually, my top 4 are not now, but there are core memories attached to sodas. And that's kind of how I formulated my list. So instead of just doing my top 4 sodas, I'm taking you down, the story of my life through soda is kind of what I'm doing here. So with that in mind, My Rosie, my number 4, is actually. I thought I had a prop. Oh, I do have a prop. Okay. My Rosie, my number 4. Go back to the late 90s, early 2000s. That's my bread and butter time of life. As a young lad, as a teenager, and anyway, and
Oh, I know the prop.
walking into this place. Now, let me say this: fast food soda. You already mentioned it with the McDonald's Coke. There's something that's just attached there. I mean, we would always have the 12 packs. You'd have the 2 liters. You'd have all that stuff. But something about going and getting a fountain drink from a fast food place as a kid just felt special, and nothing felt almost as really much more special than this one. And I'm gonna go with the good old. I mentioned it last week. I think I mentioned this, and
You
I
did.
brought this prop out. I'm going with a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. This is what I'm doing right here. Baja Blast, Taco Bell, bonus points.
That's
because
incomplete.
You got to add the Star Wars topper on it.
There you go.
But the Baja Blast. I mean, listen. Prior to it having the resurge that it has had lately, it was exclusive to Taco Bell, right? It was only, you could only go to Taco Bell and get it. I couple this with getting a Choco Taco. If you've been on the show before, you know that I love the Choco Taco. But there was a time when Choco Tacos were sold at Taco Bell, and I would get a Baja Blast with some Senna twists and just a soft taco. That's the order as a kid, and I loved it. Nowadays, you can get the Baja Blast. You can get the Baja Blast Zeros. You can get the Baja Blast. There's like 75,000 different flavors of Mountain Dew now. It's insane. There's a new flavor, and they look like Axe body spray cans now. Like they've got like tigers on them. I don't even know. But Baja Blast, man, it was the thing you could only get at Taco Bell, and there's something that is just so distinctly 90s about Baja Blast. I've had it since. Again, this is another thing we'll probably talk about sometime, or at least I definitely will, is that taste changes, from when you're a kid to now. Do I like the Baja Blast now? For sure. Yeah, it's good. But, being on keto and stuff, I've got to have the zero and I've got to have that kind of stuff. But I don't think I'll ever capture that same feeling of having Baja Blast at a Taco Bell. And again, it's the decor of 90s Taco Bell too. You couple everything. I'm talking about this whole nostalgia trip of what that was like as a kid. Anyway, Baja Blast.
I love
from
seeing
the 90s at Taco Bell.
I love seeing that the print, the 90s print of Taco Bell is now like a shirt design.
Oh yeah. That one design. Now they also had this this was like a 70s one. They were doing this for a while. They had the generations menu or the decades menu or something like that.
Now, where'd you get those cups?
At Taco Bell. They were at Taco Bell. They were giving these out. You can get a different decade cup. And this one right here is the 90s one. No, I'm sorry, this is the 2000s one. My bad. And I went to the drive-through, I'm not totally unashamed. I didn't even get food. I just said, "Hey, do you guys have the 2000s cup that I can have?" And this lady, bless her soul, in the drive-through, she looked everywhere for it and found the one last one that they had at this store. And it was like on the ground. I mean, it could have been used. Who knows? It's pretty clean for the most part. But yeah, she found it for me. And
I love it.
It's kind of just a little display. I just like having
I love it. Speaking of the drink, I love Baja Blast. Good pick. It's a Benjamin of mine. Because I mean it's the late night Taco Bell run. But it was number 2 on my mountain as far as what I'm getting at Taco Bell. I went to Taco Bell for one drink only. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we'll talk about that later.
And that'll likely be the number 1 on your list tonight.
Potentially. So, I mean, maybe. So, with that being said, I think it's a good start for our mountains. Do you guys like Baja Blast?
I love Baja Blast.
I feel like I can't get it at like I can buy it at a gas station, but if I get one at a gas station, it just doesn't hit the same. Like it has to. Taco Bell.
It's only right out of Taco Bell.
And you know what the flavor is? Blue. You know what I mean? Like, how do you describe what Baja Blast is? It's Mountain Dew with blue.
It's
Yeah.
like that meme where they're like, I don't know what flavor purple is, but you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it doesn't hit the same at anywhere else. And matter of fact, I don't know that I even attempt to try anymore. Like, it's if it's not coming out of the fountain. Now, speaking of fountain drinks, something I'm not a huge fan of is this new style fountain drink where like all the drinks come out of
Get
one
it out
spot.
of here. Get it out
I
of here.
love
The
those.
freestyle machine.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you'll go to get like Coke and it'll taste like the last person's Fanta. And it's like, what is this? This does not hit the same. It's not the same.
It's the
I like the
equivalent for
idea
me
that all
of
the
the
drinks are there and
restaurant.
you can get the flavors. You have to make sure you run it for
Yeah.
quite a bit before you. Yeah.
It's the equivalent to me of a restaurant that does everything poorly, rather than do two things great. You know what I mean? That's what the freestyle machine is. Don't give me a bunch of crap. Give me like one good thing, and then I'm happy with that. Anyway, for the same reasons you said. So now we are to the second part of our mountain. We are up to number 3, which is TJ Jazzy Jeff for Thomas Jefferson. Alexis, we are back to you. Now, you promised me, or you said that you had one basic one. We got that out of the way with Sprite. I'm interested to see where do we go from here.
All right. So this is a recent that I discovered this year. I think it's new to this year. I tried it because I was interested in the difference between the original per se and then this flavor. But my 3 is the Holiday Creamy Vanilla Coke. We bought a 12-pack at the store just because I wanted to see the difference because Coke does have a regular vanilla Coke flavor. And so I was like, what is Holiday Creamy? Like, what's the difference? And so I bought a 12-pack and it blew my mind. It's amazing. I feel like
Got to be
regular.
good to make the mountain right off the bat. That's got to be a really good move.
Yes. I feel like regular vanilla Coke has a more like sweet vanilla flavor, and the Holiday Creamy Vanilla Coke just has like a vanilla, but it's not like too sugary, if you get what I'm putting down. And that's why I love it. And I drank the whole 12-pack. So
Well, I can tell you this.
Ethan, you didn't have any?
You lost Kirk when you
He
said it
doesn't
was
like
too sugary.
he doesn't like them.
Those
I
are
saw you shaking your head. You're not a fan?
those are not good. I tried
What
it
is
with the open mind. This is extremely sweet, and I like
so?
sweet things.
I
Is
don't
it the difference kind of between, you get different vanilla ice creams? You got like your yellow vanilla ice cream, and then you got vanilla bean ice cream. Is it
I would say so.
that
Mhm.
kind of idea?
Yeah.
Because I saw that too, and I was curious. I was like, they already have vanilla Coke. Why do we need
Yeah.
this? I thought it was a market.
This one is better.
What were you going to say, Andy? You lost me on what?
I said, Alexis, you already lost Kirk because you said it's not too sugary, so it's good. That is not vocabulary for Kirk.
And then Ethan came in and said it's too sweet. And
Yeah,
That's not a thing.
so we've talked about this before on the show 200 times or 200 episodes. We've probably talked about it 100 times.
At least 100.
Too sweet sounds like too much fun. I mean, like what like too sweet. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But we probably even talked about it on the cereal when we chatted last time. I haven't had this. I probably would enjoy it once or twice. It's not usually a go-to for me to have too many flavors in my Coke. I do like some flavored drinks. Usually it's not cola though. You already mentioned Sprite. I love when Sprite kind of gets some flavors sometimes. The clearer drinks, I kind of like those. But the colas, I don't know. I don't necessarily at least go to it. But I'll have to try it. It's got to be good if it made your mountain right off the bat in a 12 pack. So
It was
No.
amazing. I will surely miss it when it goes out for the winter.
Well,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested. Did they have it in a zero?
They do.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I almost got it, but I was like, I want to try like the regular. I want to see what the regular flavor is first. But they do have it in a zero.
that makes sense. All right. Well, then, Ethan, without any more, yeah, you're up next. I have a feeling you're not gonna say that. So what is your TJ Jazzy Jeff?
All right. So again, remember reliability and
Mhm.
consistency. So my last one was Coke Zero. My number 3 is gonna be Orange Fanta.
Come on.
want a Fanta? Don't
Me-
you want a Fanta?
See, I never heard that.
You never heard the One a Fanta commercial? Oh my gosh, we're dealing with some young ones, Kirk.
That's the commercial. And I used to have the Fanta girls.
Yeah.
Want a Fanta? Don't you wanna? Anyways, good pick. Why is it why is it on your mountain today?
It's just something like I can get at the gas station. I can get it at whatever restaurant I'm at, and it's always gonna hit the same. Like it doesn't matter where I get it from. It's just gonna be consistent. It's gonna be super top tier good.
I am an orange soda fan. Immediately, I just think of Keenan and Kel. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. Is it true? I do. That's another old reference.
So, all right. So on my honorable mentions, I had Sprite as number 5. Okay. At number 6, I had Fanta Orange and other flavors. Here's the thing. I will say this: it was never my go-to orange drink. There are some others out there
Are
that.
you a Sunkist guy?
Oh man! Oh man! Oh man!
No, get out of here.
Oh man! Oh man!
Was Sunkist like the Pepsi version of it?
I don't
always
know.
been-
I don't know. But like when I was a kid, Fanta wasn't a thing.
Oh, maybe.
It was Sunkist, and it was another one. Both of those are hanging out in my honorable mentions. So, I will say I loved those two throughout my childhood quite a bit, and when I went to Iraq, Andy, there were very few sodas there, and one of them was orange Fanta. And I drank orange Fanta like for every meal for 6 months, and it became a staple of mine. But I do love. I drank an orange Fanta the other day while we were out shopping, Christmas shopping. There was none of the other stuff that I was looking for, and a lot of it was missing. And I was like, dude, you can't go wrong with a classic orange Fanta.
Mhm.
So I grabbed an orange Fanta.
Have you seen the images of Fanta in Europe compared to Fanta here?
I haven't.
Oh, like ingredients and things like that.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
so they don't use the artificial dyes, especially in Europe, but other countries too. But it almost looks like orange juice, like
Yeah.
it's that color orange, not just this like neon toxic orange look. But
Yeah.
This is a great pick. I love this. I love this. I don't think I've had a Fanta though in years. I can't tell you the last time I had Fanta.
Interesting.
I mean, it's been a hot minute for sure since I've had a Fanta, but not opposed to it. Good pick.
All right. Well, I'm going to come in. I'm going to come in and do my number 3. This is probably me bringing it in at 3. I think it's underrated at a 3 spot because it should definitely be 1 or 2. I got some little statisticians for you right here, but it was bred. It was born in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Biloxi, Mississippi, by Edward Charles Bark Sr. I'm going with Barks root beer. Barks has bite.
Go.
And you mentioned A&W earlier, Andy. A&W is okay at best. I love it when you go to the A&W place and get a float. That's about it. But this drink to me is peak root beer. The only other one actually has been mentioned in the chat.
Yeah.
And that's the only problem. So Kevin mentioned IBC. The only problem with IBC is like if you get a root beer at a store or at a restaurant and they get to give you the bottle every time, you don't get free refills, and I don't like that. So, but I do love them out of the bottle. But any root beer out of a bottle is perfect. But this one is awesome. Also acquired. So when I said earlier Dr. Pepper was acquired in 1995, I meant Barks. Barks was acquired in 1995 by Coca-Cola Company, and they took it to another level. And so my number 3, my TJ Jazzy Jeff, Barks root beer.
I love that pick.
Love
What do you
it.
guys think about Barks root beer? Do you guys get Barks in Texas?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Barks
Okay.
is
we're
I
not.
love Barks.
We're not a foreign country. We have Barks root beer.
Yeah.
So there's drinks I associate with restaurants. Obviously, like Baja Blast is associated with Taco Bell. For me personally, I associate the orange Fanta with Burger King, and then
Okay.
Barks I associate with Whataburger. Like I love Barks. Barks is an amazing root beer. It's my preferred root beer. It's top tier. It's up there.
I love Barks.
I agree.
I think it's the best.
Matt says that Barks Zero is a revelation, and he's correct. I have a 12-pack in my fridge. Barks Zero is crazy good, and it's a
Yep.
full black label. It looks really cool, but
Yeah, it looks like Jack Daniels.
yeah, it kind of does. To the point of all the different root beers, mug root beer should never be mentioned in. I mean,
And somebody mentioned Hires. Hires tastes like the root beer candy.
Yeah, the barrels. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like where's all the good stuff? Where's that at? I'm waiting
Yeah.
for it still.
Which, speaking of root beer candy, I love a good bottle cap root beer candy.
Mm.
I like them. I do. That's a nostalgic thing too. And yeah,
Over the barrels. The barrels are a little much.
yeah. Well, speaking of nostalgia, Barks has bite, baby. Let's just keep this thing going. I'm Barks, but here's
Are you doing zero?
Here's my nostalgia trip to. Remember, I mentioned that these are
Oh,
not
yeah.
necessarily. I love Bark Zero now, but what I'm thinking of is when I was a kid. So. Just throw it out there. My dad drank beer growing up as a kid, and
And you got root beer.
he would come home on a Friday night, and my mom would have his icy mug in the freezer for him that he'd have his beer in, and I would have one with my Barks root beer in it. And something about a ice cold Barks root beer hits probably better than any soda that's out. I mean, I can't find one in my brain that would do better than that. And then exactly what Matthew is saying, the versatility of Barks root beer float, peak dessert. I mean, it like that. Like, do you want a slice of pie? Do you want some cake? Do you want some? No, give me a root beer float with Barks root beer in that icy mug, and I'm in heaven, baby. But I had to go with that again because of all the nostalgia that I have to it. I remember my grandparents had a farm in Franklinton, a bunch of acres, and literally the only thing to drink there was Barks root beer. It was the only thing that they would have, and it's just that kind of core memory that I tie to that. I used to go sit under the satsuma trees, pull satsumas, eat them, and drink a Barks root beer. It was literally my life when I would go to that farm, and obviously the icy mugs and all that kind of stuff too. The nostalgia of Barks has bite and all of that kind of stuff, and
It had some pretty good commercials too.
they had good commercials. Yeah, I
Didn't they have
don't
the dog?
feel, though, and I
The
talked
dog?
about this with my wife recently because of their commercials of nostalgia. When's the last time you saw a Barks advertisement?
Oh, it's been a minute.
I don't see them anywhere. I don't think that they advertise. I think people just now know, like, Barks is a thing. Go get it. Like, we don't have to advertise it. I have not seen a Barks advertisement in years.
I often thought about that, Andy. That is a good question to bring up probably on another day. But just the idea of advertising for some of these companies, they could probably save a ton of money if they'd stop because they don't need to. Like Coke and Pepsi and Bud Light and Miller Lite, these brands that have been around forever, why are you still advertising? I don't get it.
We are aware of your product, right? The other thing too that I saw somebody talking about it recently, but basically, advertisings are, and we've seen it, right? Advertisements are all moving to like social media influencers, right? The traction that you gain from somebody on TikTok promoting your product or just like whatever, you pay next to nothing for it, and you get so much return on it now that it's just crazy. So we may see, and we've already seen my kids don't even know what the word commercial is. It's all advertising. It's the same thing. It's semantics, but it's all different now. We don't get those iconic commercials, which we did that episode a while back too.
That was a fun episode. That was right around the same time as the cereal episode, I believe. Yeah, they had the Barks Root Beer Blind Man in '90s. That was a good one. They had what's this guy's name? Nick Swardson. Yeah, he was in a bunch of them. I'm looking at some of the ads. The dog one. Yeah. They had some good stuff. Anyways, Barks doesn't usually branch off too far from root beer, but they do have some others that are really good.
I'll say this with root beer real quick. I don't enjoy root beer that is like traditional flavor root beer. And what I mean is like some of those like companies are like the really heavy sarsaparilla flavor root beer. And you're like, I feel like I'm in like the Great Depression right now. Why am I drinking
Bucky's root beer is not great.
Like why do I need it to have all of these flavors? Like taste like dirt. I just want, anyway.
I love how you went sarsaparilla. That's great. They have the whole sarsaparilla drink, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Yeah.
Bucky's. All right, man. Let's see. Finish the first half of the mountain. RC Cola. Is that an RC Cola I see in the chat?
Patrick McCaskill threw out Barks Mountain Dew RC Cola. And Dr. Pepper, this is the reason why.
So RC Cola.
That, but I mean, listen, I understand. There's a lot of too sweet in all of this.
Every time I think of RC Cola, there was a guy that was a friend of my older sister, and his initials were RC, and he had the RC Cola logo on the back of his truck.
What a guy. Well, we're halfway there, man. Living on a prayer.
So let's do our commercials.
Yes.
So, first and foremost, let's get some prayers out of the way. Guys, it's been on my heart all day. Actually, last night I shed a few tears. I'm an emotional guy, and when I see somebody struggling, it bothers me. So our family's been struggling through a couple different things. So if you guys want to pray for my family, that'd be really great. We've been sick. And then we have some other things going on, but we love that prayer. But when I was looking through the chats last night, our guy Bryce JW made a great little video and said, hey, our friend Pick and Preacher, his name is now Keith Courage, and Gabbo the Giver are both in the hospital. I saw Gabbo the Giver's post. It seems like he is doing well, and he's about to leave the hospital. If he hadn't already. But it took me a while to actually find what was kind of going down with Keith. Mort's Garage shared something. Arkansas Picker shared something. It was kind of going all around. I'm like, man, this must be really important, or at least like serious. You know what I mean? And I actually found it on his wife's post. His wife posted on her Facebook some updates, and Keith, the other day, he had been dealing with some back pain and some neck issues. And so he got up, and just like he kind of always does, he kind of just cracked his neck and his back to try and if you know Keith's a bigger guy. He cracked his back and a blood clot from his vertebrae went up his brainstem into his brain. and he had a stroke, and half of his face is numb, and the doctor seems like the prognosis is good. They must have got him there quickly in time. He's lost a lot of balance. He's had like where his eyes are bouncing all around, and but you don't mess with blood clots. You don't mess with strokes. Scary thing, man. So I'd love to pray for him. And then our guy Hector Mire, I saw him post a little while ago. He was in his car and he said, "Man, I need one of those Subway cards where you get the punches." He said because he was on his way for his 5th MRI this year, and I don't know what he was going for, but MRIs are not cheap, and they're very important when you're dealing with brain things and stuff. He had a hashtag brain, so I don't know what's going on with him. I'd love to pray for him. And Who Dat Pat, Andy. I don't know if you saw this. Who Dat Pat a couple days ago. He was on our show. Patrick Corley. He was on our show back, top 4 Saints of all time. He posted that he was in the hospital beginning of last week. Apparently, he passed out on his toilet and bumped his head and had to go to the hospital. So that's a common thing when I was in nursing school. Passing out on the toilet is, because you're straining or whatever. But when you get older, it kind of happens. And anyways, he did that. So just a lot of YouTube friends that are kind of hanging out and I'm not sharing anything that they haven't already shared. It's on their socials. So I just wanted to share some stuff. The last one is my son's baseball team. They have some twins on the team. They have an older son. The older son, or the older brother, I guess, Rocky's oldest son, a couple of years ago had a severe accident, and they realized that he's having some brain issues. He was like an all-American, or potentially I think he was going to go to Auburn for archery. And he was really good, and now he's lost all of that. He's having severe headaches, dizziness, and it's just beating him up to death. He's had some pretty bad episodes as far as I think maybe seizures and stuff. So I want to pray for all of them today. I'm going to pray for Justin Toops, who posted something in the chat as well. But hey, guys, this is who we are. So we come and we talk over soda and whatever, but it's all about the community. And I want to see just amazing things kind of happen, and we can proclaim the name of Jesus. So, Lord, I just thank you right now that this community is so strong, that we look out for each other, that people are posting videos about Keith and Gabo and different people around the place. And Lord, I just pray for just great health, great prosperity as this year ends. I pray that especially for Keith. Keith's situation seems most grim, and that he has a full recovery, and that nothing that he will have very minor effects. Lord, I pray for Hector and the MRIs, that they go the way they need to. I pray for Gabo and Patrick and Rocky's son. I pray for my family. We've been sick all this week. Lord, do what you do. Control the physicians. Be something. Just like you blew life into dust, you can redo that whenever the sicknesses and infirmalities kind of happen. Lord, we cast all that out into the east is to the west. And Lord, we thank you for being someone that we can come to and believe that all things through you will be honored. Lord, these guys are all, most of them are all Christian people. And I know they're leaning into prayers with you, and we just want to piggyback and be a part of that. Lord, thank you for this great community in Jesus' name. Hey, so with that being said, why did I just do that? Well, Andy, we are also a ministry, and we've been kind of hanging out at conventions, and there's a bunch of Christian creators, man. And in this Christian creators book, I've got about 140 of them in this book of people, and I need to finish this and get it bound. And we're going to give these out at the conventions. But if you are a Christian creator and you like nerdy, geeky stuff, 140 different people that you can join in with, and they're going to pray for you, and they're going to welcome you in. There's actual digital churches. There's video game churches. There's cosplay for Christ. There's all kinds of just really cool stuff. Ours is also in this because we go to conventions and we pray at the conventions with people. We preach nerd in the word. One of the things I'd like for you guys to do is to go to this website right here. It's also scrolling at the bottom, rushmorereboot.weebly.com. On there, you can find this. You can find our new blog, and you can drop any prayer requests that you need. You can make them anonymous. You can tell us to keep them anonymous, but they will come right to our email. And you can see all the places we're going on the conventions and whatever, and you can follow all our socials on the website. I'm pretty proud of the website. It's pretty awesome. Some of the next things that we'll be at are, here's a convention we'll probably be hanging out at, Morgan City RetroCon. Here's another one, Louisiana RetroCon in August. Our next one I think that we're coming up on is this one, which is Pelicon, Andy. And this one is January 24th. And obviously St. Tammany Collectors Con. So just a really cool opportunity to spread Christ and in this weird community. So we thank all you guys for being here and being a part. With that being said, you guys have done plenty of donations. Those donations will go to help us further the kingdom. One of the things that we are going to do with our first kind of withdrawal, I'm actually withdrawing for the first time. We're getting our new streaming service. We're not going to go with StreamYard. We're going to go with Restream. And then the other half of the money that's left, we're going to get some good floor to like 6-foot floor signs that have like banners and stuff to kind of promote the website and things like that, to get people kind of buzzing around some of these Christian creators and just being able to do some things in Christ's name out there at the conventions. If you join and be a part of the membership here, you will get a video. And Andy, we have a couple videos we need to catch up with. So let's throw since Bryce was kind of talking about Gabbo and Keith, he's one of our guys. Let's do Bryce's post. He's a member, so he got this, but he's helping support the mission. So why don't we do Bryce?
Bryce JW is a full-time content creator, collector, and streamer, spreading kindness one video at a time. From epic Geometry Dash runs and Nintendo streams to game hunting vlogs and podcasts, Bryce leads the Anime Armada, a welcoming, positive community for gamers and geeks of all kinds. No hate, just heart. Join the crew at youtube.com/@BryceJW.
And hey, just a shout out to Ethan, the guy on the channel today. Ethan, I know you work with autism. Bryce is very open out there about being on the spectrum. So that's a really cool channel. Just he loves everybody in the community. Bryce is doing something, Andy, I saw where he is doing video game awards. So we have to go nominate some video game award people with him. Give him some good stuff to get some content.
I love Bryce. Bryce is the real deal.
He is. Why don't we speaking of real deal, let's talk about the Real Deal coffee, and let's talk about Culture Box, and let's get back into the show.
Look, 2 birds with 1 stone right here. I've got
there you go.
Village Coffee in here right now. Check out the official coffee of the Rushmore Show, Village Coffee.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Geek Devotions is a collaboration of devoted geeks that are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. They produce a weekly geek culture infused devotional, their podcast content, and written articles, all designed to encourage and challenge people in the geek community, bridging the gap between their faith and their geekdoms. Find all their content at geekdevotions.com.
Hey, so Andy, you showed that
Shrunk down.
coffee mug. I actually purchased 2 of those that time, so I actually have one as well. And one of the best things to get for Christmas at my house is socks and coffee mugs. I get them all the time. And Rushmore show. My daughter was trying to order me a Rushmore or a Rushmore show, or I don't remember exactly how it was, coffee mug. And it didn't work out. It came all wild, and so she actually made. I don't drink out of this because it would mess it up because it's like so awesome. But she made me a Rushmore show coffee mug, and it's just a piece of paper glued on.
Is that on the Geek Devotions one? The handle
Yeah.
is the same.
yeah.
That is funny. That is good.
So, anyways, and you showed that, yeah. So, what are you about? Oh, wait, that's Nightbot. Oh yeah, spam it. Yeah, Gabbo. Oh, sorry. I don't know exactly what Gabbo was. It just showed him in there. He said, "I'm all right. I'll be back stronger." But yeah, Keith, I'm really worried about. Last night I was kind of choked up reading his wife's post. Keith's just good people, man. Good people. And anyways, let's get back on the show.
All right, let's bring our friends back on. Welcome back, Alexis and Ethan. Yeah, so we are done talking coffee. We're going to go back to sodas, though. But real quick, before we move back to sodas, let me just mention this. I say it every week, hoping somebody will do it. Somebody go to the Village Coffee's YouTube channel at some point. Village Coffee.com. Go to one of their videos. I don't care. The most recent one, whatever you want to do. And just comment and say, "We demand a Rushmore roast." That's all I want to hear, okay? Just in the comments, put "We demand a Rushmore roast." Because I think the more that I get people to actually do that, I've jokingly, not really myself jokingly, but just kind of in passing, mentioned we should have a limited, single batch. I don't care. It can be limited. I just want to have the bag that says Rushmore roast more than anything.
So it's youtube.com/@thevillagecoffee.com is the page. I can't post it because I'm on my phone today. But it's @thevillagecoffee.com. COM is their page.
It's going in the chat right now.
Bang. Yep. Go there and tell them you want a Rushmore roast. It flows well. The Rushmore roast.
Rushmore roast sounds great. It's just everything about it should work well. But anyway, so Alexis, we're going to come back to you now. We are now at our number 2 on the mountain, which is Link for Abraham Lincoln, second favorite soda. And these are apparently seasonal. So let's see what you got.
All right. We kind of talked about this a little briefly earlier, but my number 2 is the creamy coconut Dr. Pepper. And here's a picture of me at the Dr. Pepper Museum when I found it there. I was fanatic crazy. For some reason, when they put these drinks out, I feel like they weren't on the shelf for long at all. And they were so popular that people would just take them. So I never got to have many cases of them. And so that's why I showed you that picture, because when I finally found a case, I was super excited. This coconut Dr. Pepper, best Dr. Pepper, top tier. It outranks original Dr. Pepper. I wish they would have it year round though. But it has made a mark on my life, and that is why it is my top 2.
This is a Benjamin you took away from me. This is. I agree with you. I am a huge coconut flavor fan. There are things that, like, and then you got pineapple, coconut, other things, like other different things. Like, I like, and this is such a weird thing, when my soda has almost a sunscreen type taste to it.
Yeah. That's
So
kind of it right there. That's kind of it.
I love it so much. It makes me think of the beach.
So the only thing that I ever liked coconut in was alcohol.
Yeah.
So that's 1. 2, I don't like sunscreen. So,
You don't
yeah.
like lotion. You don't like anything.
I hate lotion. Yes, I hate lotion. It is on my top tier of things I don't like. Yes.
Mhm. But
My wife was actually talking about that yesterday. We were talking about like lotions and stuff, and I was like, "Look, I don't use lotion. My hands are not, they're soft or whatever." But yeah, I hate sun. Yeah, I'll do the spray. I'll do the spray, but I don't like lotion. I don't like that feel. I don't like to be the one rubbing the lotion, if that makes sense.
Right, I get it. I understand. Ethan, do you like the coconut Dr. Pepper? Are you a fan of this one?
I don't like coconut.
You don't like coconut. Okay, well, yeah, it is a polarizing flavor for sure. Nobody is like just okay with coconut.
Barry has said, "Now your wish has been granted," and
That
Patrick
must mean that we
McCaskill
got a
says, "Now or
comment.
after the show." You can do it now and after the show. You can do it.
You can comment on every one of his videos and say, like this comment to sign the petition for a.
You could do that.
You could make this. Rushmore roast button. Consider this a Rushmore roast button. I don't know. I love this pick, Alexis. I'm fully on board with this pick.
I've not had it. I can assume it is pretty good though. I'm not totally against coconut. Kind of jokingly, the whole sunscreen, and I did like it obviously when I drank alcohol. But coconut seems like one of those flavors, as well as vanilla, that would go with a cola. That's one of the reasons I like Dr. Pepper with chocolate. They just kind of go well together, as opposed to like in a Sprite. You know what I mean? But anyways,
chocolate Sprite I don't think would work well.
I don't know that I'd like that. I don't know that I'd like that.
Oh man, great pick. Way to continue the mountain. Ethan, you are up next. What is your second favorite soda?
Okay, so I don't even think Alexis knew this. This is like, when I was thinking about this list, this was like way back in the recesses of my memory. So, all right, this
What's up next? Plays 95-43.
This one might get a little hate, but Great Value cream soda.
Oh yeah, a little Walmart brand cream soda. Just regular cream, or like strawberry cream.
Just regular cream soda. And here's why: because when I was in college, I had no money, obviously, and so me and my roommates, the little money that we did have, we would buy junk food. We would buy like ramen, and then the one soda that they would buy that I never really had was cream soda, the Great Value brand at that. And so I remember I just take a drink one time of it, and I was like, this soda is amazing. It's one of those underrated, like a sleeper soda that if you haven't had it, you got to try that one.
I will say this. I don't know if I've had this one. I have had off-brand cream sodas though. But speaking just for Great Value's sake, don't sleep on Great Value. Certain products, I prefer the Great Value over the actual name brand. Next play, you look majestic. Your comments look majestic. I'm just saying, they look great. I don't. Who's next place? Should I know I should know who this is, right? I don't know who next place is. Sorry.
He's roasting him.
But I appreciate the comment. You're too kind. You're too kind. But Great Value, I do believe, is far better than in some cases than the name brand. But I have not had this one. But I do like cream soda.
Nice. I do like cream soda. I don't know that I've had the great value, but cream sodas are kind of on my list. But yeah. Oh, look, next place
is connected with Bryce. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Good deal.
Well, next place, welcome back in round. It's been a while since we've seen you, I think. So yeah,
Alexis, you look like you didn't appreciate this pick. You're not a fan of this.
I don't know why I just don't like cream soda. Like, it's nasty. But the thing is, like, I will mix sweet cream and like vanilla coffee creamer in my sodas. So I don't know why I just don't like. I guess it's just like the artificial flavor of like the cream soda. But yeah, I just don't like it. Especially like red cream soda. That's awful. Sorry if I offended anyone.
Well, don't be
hard.
talking about that too early, okay?
That hurts. That hurts. So let's talk about this. Andy, I need you.
Oh, cue up that beautiful bean footage. Not bean footage, but
yeah,
this one right
so my
here.
Yeah, you knew where it was going. My next pick is absolutely crushing with Ethan. He had it way too low on his list. I'm going Coke Zero, and it's made a great, like you said, dynasty run. Last 9 years has showed up in my family's life. We go through a 24-pack pretty quickly of this, and I bring them to work. I always got a couple cans hanging around. I usually am drinking a few cans here. Coke Zero. Now, Coke Zero is not my favorite drink. It's my wife's favorite drink. And one of the things to just save, I mean, I love it. But one of it to just save and not buy multiple drinks, we just started just getting Coke Zero and we all just drank it. So it's definitely really high on my list. Now, Andy, I think it's starting to make its way over to you, but every fast food place here, every one of them, you can get Coke Zero.
McDonald's has it now here. McDonald's does it.
And like I said, I think it's starting to make its way over to you. Coke Zero, one of the most irritating things. Can I get a Coke Zero? And they make you a Diet Coke. It's not the same. It's not. So Coke Zero was aimed to try and not to get as close to Coke as possible, but not have the diet flavor. We said it earlier. It started in 2005, but Coke in general, John Pemberton, it started back here in Atlanta in 1886. Last year, my wife and I went to the hotel that they made this in. So you can go to the Atlanta Coca-Cola factory and kind of walk through the museum. But there's a hotel, the Pemberton Motel, where you can walk downstairs into the kitchen, and the actual real vault where this was is there. And we got to walk in and take some pictures, and really cool. Just, yeah, part of the Atlanta flavor here. But Coke Zero. Coke Zero is my number 2, my link.
Yeah, for everything we talked about it before, this is 90% of probably who I am is Coke Zero now. So I love this pick. The Coke Museum is a very cool place to visit if you haven't done that.
One time.
The ending where you get to taste all the different Coke products.
Beverly is
the Beverly's horrible. We all know that, but
don't take Beverly. Don't take Beverly.
But it's really sticky. I don't like.
Where is the museum?
Cannon's 5th grade class went to Coca-Cola in the beginning of this month for a field trip.
You said where is the museum?
Yes.
It's in downtown Atlanta.
It's kind of by the aquarium.
Yeah, you've probably walked around. I mean, with doing the mission trip or whatever with this, we've been around that area. So But
Yeah.
it's a really cool place for sure. I love this pick though. Obviously, Ethan agrees with this one. Coke Zero. Yeah, and we have started getting it at McDonald's. McDonald's does have it now. It used to just be Diet Coke over here in the McDonald's, but now
Yeah, don't give me Diet Coke when I ask. At least go, hey, all we have is Diet Coke. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Don't surprise me when I go, whoa, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it. Don't do that.
Yeah. All right, good deal. All right, well, I guess I will move to my next pick. My link. There is some. I was so like torn. Which way am I going to go? Is it my number one and my number two were immediate, especially when I thought about what my criteria was and how I was going to kind of put my list together. But I think I'm going to go for my link. It is a Rushmore, but I do need to explain why it is a Rushmore. I love this soda. I love this one so much, but there is a specific core memory of this soda that I draw to. My pick is Sprite. I'm going Sprite. I know that it's going to be there, but for some reason, as a child, 7, 8, 9 years old, I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese and getting the pizza and having that cup of Sprite. Everything about that feeling of the ice cubes that they used at Chuck E. Cheese, that Sprite mixed with that pizza, with the Parmesan and the red pepper flake shakers on your table, the animatronics happening in the background, the sounds of the coins at the time dispensing, right? That Sprite, there was something for a while I wanted to capture that taste of Sprite, and I never have. I love Sprite from McDonald's, like you said earlier, Kirk. I think it's probably the best thing that they have to offer. I would, I love just Sprite in general. But man, when I'm thinking of what that core memory is, it is Chuck E. Cheese Sprite. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if anybody else shares that same nostalgia with me, but it is a core memory in my being that we went to Chuck E. Cheese often enough to have developed this taste for Sprite. I think that was where my enjoyment of Sprite came from, right? Is from Chuck E. Cheese. So it was the paper cup, just everything about it. Man, I love it. I love Sprite.
I love Chuck E. Cheese. Not really. I have core memories of Chuck E. Cheese, obviously, when I was a kid. But one of my core memories is taking McKenna to Chuck E. Cheese and checking her out of preschool on a Friday for Friday Daddy Day. And we would go down and we'd get that. It was like $25 for a large pizza, dessert pizza, 2 drinks, and a bunch of tokens or something like that. Just throwing something out. And yeah, your explanation of what just happened threw me right back into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, I feel like I got Fanta Orange while I'm there. For whatever reason, I'm just gonna throw that out. But what do you guys think about this?
Like, if we go to Chuck E. Cheese now, I have to get a Sprite there, and it's not the same, but it's just it wouldn't be the same if I didn't have a Sprite there.
Cannon went to Chuck E. Cheese last weekend, right before we got sick, for a birthday party.
Maybe that's what it was. Who knows?
So that's what happened. The Sprite got us.
So we know, Alexis, you like Sprite, but how do you guys feel about Chuck E. Cheese?
I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot when I was younger. They're all shut down now. So like,
Gone and Slidell, we don't have one
never
anymore.
see anyone talking about it. But yeah, I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. And I went when the coins were still there. So
I have a coin on my desk at church from 2003.
Oh.
It's got the year on it. I got it at like some garage sale. Like somebody just gave it to me. It's so weird, yeah. But I was like, oh, dude, that's just nostalgia. The coin, first of all, and then the year 2003. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I love that nostalgia that's behind that.
yeah.
They don't do coins anymore.
No, they do.
It's all on a card.
What?
Yeah, you don't get the same feel, and then it just loads your tickets to your card, so you don't even get like the tickets.
munchies.
That takes all the fun out of it.
I know.
I feel like they don't give you a lot of tickets anyways anymore now either.
Yeah, now like the big bonus is you get like 10 tickets. You're like, bro, it costs $7,000 to get like one toy.
100 tickets to get a piece of a Tootsie Roll.
It's a piece of a Tootsie Roll. It's half of a Tootsie Roll. It is a joke. And then they're like, well, every ticket is a penny or whatever. And you're like, yeah, but I got to spend $58 to buy that stuffed animal. I'm not doing it. It just doesn't make sense. But I love that. Skee ball is the go. That would be a fun Rushmore, Kirk. Rushmore of, I know we've done arcade games,
Carnival games.
We'd have to think like Chuck E. Cheese games or like those type of games, not arcade
Carnival.
video game arcade games, but yeah, Pop a Shot, that kind of stuff.
You gotta get the basketball where you're like this.
It's all about rhythm, baby. It's the rhythm. Yeah, love it. All right, so we are now to the George #1 on your mountain, the #1 soda. We've made it all the way to the top of the mountain. Alexis, where are you going for #1?
All right, we have a Mount Rushmore.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, let's go.
All right, so my #1, which is crazy because I never hear anyone talking about it. So I was like, wow, everyone, like immediately we got into the show, people were talking about this. My #1 is Baja Blast. I love Baja Blast, and I can get it anytime, unlike, my other sodas that I picked. And I agree when we were talking about it's only top tier when you go to Taco Bell. It's so crispy and it's amazing. And #1 because I can get it anytime I want and have that same reaction every time.
Man, Baja Blast coming in hot.
3 on the Baja Blast. Is that a triple Rushmore?
I think so.
Say Baja Blast?
2.
It's only 2. I thought somebody else said it. Maybe we just talked about it a lot.
Yeah, Dusty in the chat said it.
That was what it was. Somebody else. Yeah.
Yes.
Great pick.
That was talking
I mean, we've already talked nauseum about it. Yeah, we talked a lot about it. Yeah, this is a good pick. I mean, like it's so early 2000s Taco Bell. I mean, it's so awesome. Baja Blast, such a great staple, and I still get it every once. Well, I've only gotten Taco Bell probably a handful of times in the last couple of years, and every time it's Baja Blast or one other. But yeah.
Have you seen or heard the memes, the reels with Hank Hill saying, "I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and get a Baja." It's so fun. And I just Googled Baja.
Patrick says we're fighting in the comments.
No, and fight in the corner. I think he was talking about Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, real quick, do you guys know what E stands for in Chuck E. Cheese? What his middle name is?
Edward.
I've seen this.
Entertainment. His name is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah.
What a horrible name.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Charles, I mean, can you imagine him getting in trouble and his mom using his government name? Charles Entertainment Cheese, come here right now. Yeah. Anyway, Baja Blast, way to go.
Back in the day when we used to edit, this would be the time Hank Hill
would throw that in there. I'd also throw in the I can't even do the impression, but the one guy who's got like the Star Wars TIE fighter. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and get a Baja.
Yeah.
Oh my
Good pick. All right, Ethan.
Okay.
#1.
So this one was very difficult to choose from, but again, we're going reliable, we're going consistent, and I feel like if I didn't this as my #1, I'd be lying to myself and I'd be betraying myself. So My number one is gonna be cherry limeade from Sonic.
Oh my gosh! Good.
Oh my.
I didn't even think about Sonic.
I didn't even Sonic didn't register.
Oh, there's a couple Sonic drinks that are amazing. That's on my list today. Cherry limeade, again, it's a great drink. It's a staple at Sonic. I'm just not a cherry fan.
Yeah.
And I see why people would like it. But Sonic drinks are next level. The ice,
Yeah.
the like before we were talking earlier when I said the Circle K when you'd go get the Polar Pop. Before that, my wife and I would drive all the way to Sonic to get what is the supersized Sonic drink?
The Route
Route 44.
Route 44s for like 99 cents. And I love their sweet tea. It's good, but man, there's just something about a couple of those drinks that they have there. And cherry limeade's a staple.
It's so crazy because the food is not good,
So,
but the drinks are next level.
but
Everything.
I do like their chili cheese stuff. So the chili cheese tots, the chili cheese hot dog.
I
But
will
their
say
burgers,
potato tots are good.
Dairy Queen's burgers, Whataburgers, they all come from the same profile. Not Culver's. Culver's is smash. They all come from like the same profile, same kind of bread, same kind of. They're because
It used to be good. It went way downhill, though. I will say that. The tater tots are really good. I like those.
I liked the popcorn chicken, and they completely.
and Sonic is closing all over the place too. Pretty
Yeah.
bummed about
We
that
lost every Sonic in Slidell, basically.
because a Reese's Blast is way up on my. It was
the desserts. Yeah.
it was on my Rushmore of desserts.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic is up there. There's one time I also do photography, and I did a photo shoot one time in Houston, downtown Houston, in the middle of the summer. And I remember I was
In the summer,
and I remember the very first drink I wanted to drink. It wasn't even water. It was a cherry limeade. That was the first drink I got when I got home to.
I didn't even think Sonic. That's a great pick. What a good pull. That is
I
fantastic.
did not even think of that.
Yeah.
Cherry limeade. You got to have the actual cherry in it, though.
Yes.
Got to have that one in there. The stem cherries. I love this pick. All right. Kirk, you're George, and I think potentially the most anticipated pick of all because I
So I'm going 1940. Barney and Allie Hartman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, Knoxville, Tennessee. Made tremendously famous by Will Ferrell. And I want to get all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
just regular Mountain Dew. I'm a Diet Mountain Dew fan now because of the whole time we did Coke Zero, Diet Mountain Dew there, but just Mountain Dew regular. And before Baja Blast could run, Mountain Dew was the staple of Taco Bell. Going to Taco Bell, getting 2 bean burritos and a large Mountain Dew for like $1.50 was like peak freshman year of high school. I love Mountain Dew. It's my favorite drink for sure. I don't drink it nearly as much now that I'm Coke Zero. But yeah, just regular old Mountain Dew, man. I'm going there. That's my George. It's the only real Pepsi product I think I push, right? So citrus soda with caffeine, more aggressive than cola. That's what it goes by. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with my George, Mountain Dew.
I knew it, without a doubt.
My grandpa drinks a diet Mountain Dew every single day, every day.
I love Code Red. I love Livewire. I love Voltage. All those drinks that Andy you were talking about, they're all really cool. The limited run ones, Baja Blast, just a good old regular Mountain Dew, especially if it's cold. Man, my goodness.
So Mountain Dew is very
Good commercials too.
Yeah. Mountain Dew is very. Now they had some weird commercials. The Puppy Monkey Baby might be the
Yeah.
but yeah,
Totally like for you.
Mountain Dew makes me think of 90s 2000. I mean, that's definitely a throwback soda, although it's still relevant today. But every time I go to the grocery store, there is a brand new type, like Tropical Sunrise. You're like, what the Glacier Frost? You're like, I don't know what's happening here.
Did you see that? I know we talk about these guys all the time. What do they call makeshift? The guys that kind of go back and forth to play those games. They did one where there's like a that the new flavors for the Mountain Dew are all prophetic on some major event that happened.
I've seen that.
I saw that too.
That
Like,
and I forget what they
Live
were.
Wire or whatever came out in Y2K, or one of them was
like with a monsoon or something. Like a
Yeah,
tsunami or something.
It was about
Yeah.
some kind of river was like turning red.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, that's in the Bible.
Nice. Makeshift project, I think they're called, right? I don't know, but I love them. All right, well, Mountain Dew, all hopped up on Mountain Dew. I wish I was hopped up on Mountain Dew right now. I'd feel a lot better, but I'm not. Andy, we're finish off the first mountain, or the first half of this show.
The last
George of season 4.
Wow, what an honor! What an honor and privilege. And every now and then on the show, we like to go back. Every one of my picks has been nostalgia, story kind of behind it. My pick is actually a soda that I don't really even drink anymore, at least in this iteration. But it has such a core memory, and I've talked about this core memory specifically on the show multiple times. I had a great grandmother, lived to be 100 years old. So several years ago, she passed away, and just matriarch of the family she had, goodness, 12 kids or something. So I had so many great aunts and stuff. It's my mom's side and everything. And she used to live in this little shotgun house right next to the levee in Belchase, Louisiana. Right down there on the West Bank.
The Chevy to the levee, but the levee.
Literally, her house was a levee, a little tiny dirt road, and then her shotgun house. And we used to go there quite often, and we would, as anybody from New Orleans would do, we would take a box, if we had the box, and we would slide down the levee all day. That was our entertainment. I mean, that was just what we would do for hours. If we didn't have a box, we'd just roll down the levee, right? We would just, whatever. And but I remember going to her house. She would cook all of the time, and we would. I've shared the story multiple times where for breakfast we would go to her house and have spaghetti and meatballs or gumbo, and it wasn't because it was leftovers. It was because that's what she was cooking. Like, she was just always cooking.
What the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, but the soda that I'm going to bring up was the only beverage this woman had in her house. I swear it came out of her tap. Like, it was the only thing. There was no chance of having water, nothing. And it was, and it's not just the soda; it's the cup that it was in, it's the temperature that it was, because it wasn't cold. You'd put like one ice cube in there, but I'm going straight up Coca-Cola. And it's not fancy. I started off the mountain by saying that, the Avengers kind of thing. This is the Captain America. I believe that Dr. Pepper is Iron Man. I can't explain it, but I feel like it makes sense. Anyway, Coca-Cola, but I would have it in a glass. And Kirk, you probably had these. I think everybody in Louisiana had these. Alexis, you may have had these. Glass Saints cups. They were the Saints. Like, they had the fleur-de-lis, the old like 60s logo.
Kind of embossed on it.
Sir Saint was on it. They had the emblem, which I've got it right back here somewhere. Anyway, they had like the shield on there, but we would have Coke in that with everything that we had. And I had to put it on here because it is such a core memory of drinking that. It was the only thing that we had to drink there. She definitely fattened us up for sure. I mean, she was a big part to play in that. But man, I miss those times. She had that shotgun house. It was a tiny little house. And eventually she moved out of that house and she had other places she lived, but it was always Coke. I mean, this woman lived to be 100 years old, and I don't think she's ever had anything other than Coke in her body. So I have to go with it again, just for the nostalgia, the core memory that's tied to it. Coca-Cola. Now, I'm not drinking Coca-Cola today. In fact, I've had Coke Zero for so long that if I accidentally have Coke, now I have Coke in Argentina. It's a little bit different. Alexis, you probably remember that it tastes different there. There's something about like they don't put as many ingredients in the Cokes there. But I'm typically not having just regular Coke anymore. It's always the Zero. But for this purpose, for this list, we're going straight up.
So
Coke.
here's a fun fact, Andy. The Coca-Cola, it comes from coca leaves. Coca leaves are cocaine.
Yeah.
And that was the original, like way back when.
That may have been why I enjoyed it so much.
They had small. Now this was, when they started in 1886. It doesn't have any of that anymore. It was removed in 1903. Removed that part of the formula, but back then, these were all done by doctors, which is crazy because they were marketed as medicinal tonics meant to boost energy, mood, and focus. But
it boosts my mood when I have Coke for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Coca-Cola, Coca leaves, and back then it was more legal, if you will. So they decoconized coca leaf extract for flavoring, to be regulated by the government.
The word? That's a fun word.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a fun fact about Coca-Cola, and it actually ties to the season. One of the most famous. We talk about advertisements. I don't think anybody's ever done it like Coke, right? But specific to the Christmas season.
Merry Christmas, Patrick. New Year. Yep, all that. We'll see you in 2026 if that means you're leaving. But yeah, man, thanks.
The polar bears, Santa Claus. Did you know that Santa was not red until a Coca-Cola ad?
Yeah, I heard that.
Coca-Cola is what made Santa's suit red. And it's now just become the thing. And it came from an ad in like the 30s or something. Prior to that, he was pictured in, I think it was green or something. That was what traditional renderings of Santa would be, but it was Coca-Cola that made Santa red.
Interesting.
Wow.
And I heard that on the internet, so it's got to be true.
I was given a polar bear Coca-Cola yesterday for a present from one of my kids.
Good. That's awesome.
Do you guys
Coca-Cola? You guys down with it? Down with it?
I love Coca-Cola. That's an excellent pick. I remember when I was like younger, for Christmas they used to have Coca-Cola and like these like balls, like these. Like
ornaments.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
No, they just put alcohol in those things now.
Buzz balls, right? I have a from Disney. I have a Diet Coke droid or something. Like it was like a from Star Wars or whatever, and that was where like the bottle of Coke. It's like a round one, like that. It's pretty cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, Coke. I mean, there's so many different things. Coke is. Here's a fun quote about these guys behind me too. I love the quote. Kiss sometimes say. I've heard this quote that they say where it's all other bands wanted to be the Beatles. Kiss wanted to be Coca-Cola. When it comes to merchandising and advertisements, that was Kiss. So, but yeah. Anyway, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You guys. Obviously, I think that's a pretty standard pick.
Love Coke.
All
right.
Ethan.
I think Coke is okay. My mom is a huge fan of Coca-Cola. Like ever since kind of like your story, Andy. Like my mom, every drink that she had, it was always a Coke. But since she got on keto, like years and years ago, she had to go away, drink water like that. But
keto will do it to you for sure.
Keto will do it. Well, look, hey, so we're gonna jump into our Benjamins. That's our honorable mentions. We play a little game with what's left. And let's see where this thing brings us. Andy, you want to hit our Ba-da-da,
I
ba-da.
absolutely do. Let's get to our Benjamins. What just missed the mountain?
That was weird. It kind of faded in and out. Anyways, all right. So here's the mentality here, Ethan and Alexis. We got our four faces of the mountain, right? And there was supposed to be a fifth face on the mountain, so the internet says, and the internet's always right. And it was supposed to be Benjamin Franklin. So what just missed your mountains today? This is what we're going to do. It's the same. We're going to draft this time. We can't pick anything that we've already mentioned. So no Sprite, no Coke, no Mountain Dew, none of that, or that's all gone. And then we have to have brand new picks for this. So Alexis, you're going to go first, then Ethan, then me, then Andy. But in the second round, it goes backwards. So it's going to be Andy, then me, then Ethan, then Alexis. Third round, Alexis, Ethan. You know, you get the point. So like fantasy football, Alexis, you're going to have the first pick, and you're also going to have the last pick.
So, and you don't have to. You can talk about the pick as much as you want, but you don't have to.
Well, here's the thing. Also, these don't need to be in order. So if you think that maybe somebody behind you is going to take it before he comes back, you might want to snatch that one up. All right. So Alexis, you're up first. You get the whole gambit of what's left.
Okay, this was a super easy choice for me, believe it or not. I used to be obsessed with this in college, like for a long time. I would just only drink this, but it's strawberry Fanta. Love Fanta. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's better than the orange one.
Polarizing, considering you said you didn't like strawberry cream soda, which is
red.
Which is strawberry.
It's not. It is not. It is 100%.
Barks' cream soda is strawberry, 100%. Strawberry cream soda, 100%. Now, if you get Big Red, maybe not that one, but yes. I like all strawberry flavored sodas. This is a good pick.
Yeah.
Love strawberry Fanta.
All right. So, Ethan, your next pick that just missed the mountain.
I would say grape Fanta. Grape Fanta.
Grape soda.
Mhm.
Grape Fanta.
Yeah.
So
Fanta.
we're just going to go through the list of Fanta. So, Andy, we were talking about this, Aaron and I, and I was like, I want to put grape soda in my honorable mentions, but I don't know that I ever bought a brand of grape soda. It was always like, it just said grape soda. Like it was Albertsons or whatever. But I love grape soda. It's a good pick.
Good pick.
It's a good pick. All right. Well, I'll go next. I'm going to come in with, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with Sunkissed Orange. I'm going to go with Sunkissed Orange for my first. And that's taking the best player available. It's the one that's left.
Yeah.
We mentioned orange. It to me, I feel like I need to be on a beach when I'm drinking Sunkissed.
Yeah. Okay. No. The best available, and I think it's available. I didn't correct my list here, so hopefully I don't think we mentioned it. Is Dr. Pepper Zero. Just straight up Dr. Pepper Zero.
Okay. Yeah. So
it's so good. It's so
Yep.
good. We've talked about it. I know we talked about it, but Dr. Pepper Zero is fantastic.
It's very good.
My next picks, because I get back to back. I'm gonna go with. Let's do it. It is really good. It is full of the sugar. It is so bad, and I do have a memory attached to it. I'm gonna go the one that we said no to, or Alexa said no to. Barks Red Cream Soda. I'm gonna do it. Barks Red Cream Soda. When I worked at Muffalata's Deli in
So good.
Hammond, Louisiana, it was on tap, and we never had very much business, so we were slow a lot. So I would drink unhealthy amounts. 1 cup of that is unhealthy. But more than that, I would just constantly refill my red cream soda. It is really good. And I did look it up. It says it's not exactly strawberry. It's a blend of vanilla and red fruit flavor, noted as cherry vanilla with fruity sweetness. So it's not specifically strawberry.
Red cream soda is way better than regular cream soda, in my opinion.
Oh, it's the superior one. It's
Superior.
far superior.
Hey, so I'm gonna go. It's my turn. I think I can save at least this one and maybe even this one. I think I'll be able to save it to my next pick, but this one might not make it. Well, we got some younger folks coming in the turn behind me, so this I think I'll get all three of mine. To be honest, my next pick, I'm gonna go with. I mentioned it earlier, kind of like those flavors, but in Sprite. I'm going with Sprite Remix.
Good pick.
The Sprite Remix. It's kind of like a fruit punchish almost Sprite.
Now they had different Sprite remixes though. They had like an.
Well, I want the original, the first one before they kind of branched out and did all the other stuff.
Got it.
Sprite Remix.
No, that's good. Sprite Remix was very early 2000s.
Yeah, very early 2000s.
Yeah. So there was the here you go. The three flavors were tropical.
Yep,
That was
that's
my
the
favorite.
original.
Berry clear and then Aruba jam.
Aruba jam. I want the tropical.
Mm-hmm. And tropical is the OG though.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So Ethan, you're up, and then Alexis, you get 2 picks.
Okay.
I got Big Red.
Oh,
Big Red.
that was my next available.
Yeah.
I left that out there for you. Big Red. Big Red. I mean, another red drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Red is good.
My wife is allergic to red dye, or was when she was a kid. She got sick drinking that. So the fact that I put red cream soda was something that absolutely disgusted her. And she just won't eat things with red dye now.
So that's what I get when I go to Buc-ee's is Big Red.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I love Red 40.
Has anybody mentioned
I love the red
cranberry ginger ale tonight? The crowd is under 50. The crowd is under 50, Barry. There is a cranberry Sprite that is pretty legit. I'm not a ginger ale fan. Andy, we mentioned this last week or the week before last. Foods that you didn't like as a kid that you like now. I was trying to think of ones that I liked as a kid that I didn't like, because you said you might have liked that. Ginger ale is one of them. I loved it as a kid. I'm not a fan of it now. I'm not a fan at all. I'm not. Anyways, Alexis, you get 2 picks.
You get 2 picks now.
All right, hopping back on that cranberry Sprite train. That is my pick.
Oh,
I've been enjoying, or you can't really see because it's blurry.
Look
But
at that, the holiday Sprite. Yeah.
we call that foreshadowing.
Hey, real quick, Hammy and Son in the house. What is going on, friend?
Hammy and Son, we got to get you back on. The last time we weren't able to connect.
And remember this, Hammy. Hamburger is a highway.
It is the highway. It is definitely the highway. It's a good pick.
Pick that Sprite because that's our latest obsession right now. We have a 12-pack in our fridge.
Nice. Hammy and Son, drop your channel as well as everybody else. Hammy and Son has a great pack ripping open channel. Talks a lot about PTSD for the military. What a great channel. Go check Hammy and Son out. Yeah, this one's fun. I like it. I don't drink it too much, but it's still good.
I like cranberry flavor.
I do like cranberry. I do like cranberry. It's a little
I like
bit.
the band. I like the band, the Cranberries. They're very
Yeah. Just don't let it linger.
Don't let it linger.
Oh my goodness.
Pokemon packs. No, it's more of a sports pack. He might do Pokemon, but I don't think so. He does a lot of sports packs with his son. They're big Packer fans. Well, at least Hammy is. I think your son is too. But yeah, great channel. Great channel. Now you get another one, Alexis.
All right, my next pick is, I've been pretty obsessed with these lately. Shirley Temples.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
well, is it Sprite? Sprite came up with the Shirley Temple one? Yeah. Sprite Shirley Temples, yeah.
Right, and cherry flavoring. It's the best.
That's a good pick.
a good pick. That's a good pick. More Sprite. More Sprite on the
I think
list.
we have figured out that Sprite is the way.
Sprite.
It is really good.
Sprite is the way.
It is the way.
Do you know the way?
Hey, I'm
That's
gonna
all.
go.
Do people still do that?
Here's where I'm gonna land my Sonic pick. Right, I'm going with Ocean
Wait, no, you're not.
Water.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Ethan's going. You're skipping
Oh.
Ethan. You're jumping in front of. You're jumping the route.
I am jumping around.
That's a valid one. I would say I got where did I put it? Okay. This one I think it's partially been said, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So I know there's Coke, but specifically Mexican Coke.
Oh, okay. That is different. That is different.
That is different. High
Argentina.
sugar, out of the bottle, like, dude, sugar cane.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick.
Nothing like that. It's
So,
just,
Andy, when I used to work at Blockbuster and for Dish Network, right next to us was Bayou Boys Wings, and you could go in there and you tell him how you want to make the burger, and he would make it like per order, like add barbecue beef, add an onion ring, put this, put that, and that's we would go in there and make all these weird burgers in there, and he would make them, and that's what we would drink was Mexican Coke.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of the guy that's on like TikTok, the Aki Way or whatever. Don't forget the Bev.
Well, look, I'm thankful that Ethan didn't take it, although he could have probably. I'm going Ocean Water. That was my favorite Sonic drink.
Yeah.
Ocean water is fine.
You have to like coconut if you like that, because that's what
There's coconut in there. It's like coconut and Sprite and Blue Powerade.
Blue Powerade,
Yeah. It
and
is
some cherry and the cherry on top. Boom.
it's so good.
So
Yeah.
good. I love that pick. All right, my next two. It's just like, do I want to go here with this one? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the guy who just says it, because here's the thing. If I'm going core memories of what it brings me to, I'm going ginger ale. And I know we said it, but there is nothing
With cranberry?
No, just straight up ginger ale. There is nothing like being homesick from school and having a ginger ale, some chicken noodle soup, and The Price is Right is on. I mean,
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
I was The Price is Right, but I can the pressure luck. I get that too. Also, something about a ginger ale when you're on an airplane hits different too. It hits totally different. It gets rid of the bubblies because of all the turbulence that you're going through and the nausea. You know what I mean? That you may be facing. But
The little ice cup that they give you.
yeah, that little ice. But my problem when you're on the plane is you've got that little tray right in front of you, and it's not even a cup holder. It's literally like a tiny little drop in the tray. Like, that's not holding anything. This is going to fall over. And then, oh, do you want this too? And then, oh, I got to get up. Oh, you can't get up now. I got anyway. Yeah, ginger ale. Got to do it. It'll heal anything.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't know. The last time I had ginger ale, I was like, man, I liked this as a kid. And it kind of reminds me of a lot of these new seltzers, these new, bubbly and poppy, and I don't like any of those. So
Yeah.
just not sweet enough for me. But anyways,
Yeah. All right.
Dusty
then
said
my last
totally,
pick-
Andy.
Yeah, my last pick. The only other person I think that's had this is Alexis, and I don't think you liked it when we were in Argentina. I had to mention it today. It is pomelo soda. It is literally my favorite drink when I'm in Argentina. It is essentially grapefruit soda, but it's tastes different. They make grapefruit sodas here in the States. It doesn't taste the same as it does there. Pomelo from Paso de los Toros, pomelo soda is banging. But Schweppes makes it. There's a bunch of different ones that make pomelo soda. Not the pink pomelo. Just straight up, that is for all my Argentina people out there. Pomelo soda had to be mentioned today. If I was just going favorite sodas and I didn't do my criteria the way I did it, it would make my top four for sure. I love
Nice.
this. Yeah,
Fresca
Fresca is the closest that I've tasted to pomelo in the States, but it's still not the same.
Fresca is terrible.
And Fresca is I don't know if you'd like pomelo. I don't know what it is. And it's funny when we go there. No person from Argentina do I see drinking pomelo. So I asked them last year. I was like, "Is this a gringo thing? Like, is this definitely like the white guy comes to Argentina?" And they're like, "Yeah, pretty much." But yeah, I had to go.
So I'm going to go completely opposite of that. This is as much sugar as you possibly can get. This is as nostalgic as you can get. I'm going with Surge.
Oh, you took that. I was going to mention that one too.
So I'm going to go with Surge. It is the sugar in a bottle.
And it got discontinued, but I think it got brought back.
And it got re-brought back and
But
discontinued again.
I think it's a different formula.
Yeah,
I think it was illegal.
The original formula was very grapefruity, very citrusy, but super sugary.
Yeah.
And like Mountain Dew on Mountain Dew. And yeah. So I'm going, it was the energy drink before energy drinks.
And it wasn't even marketed as an energy drink.
No.
So original.
Oh, look, Barry put it in there.
Yeah.
So between Surge, Jolt, which was mentioned, and Vault, they all were kind of in that same
Check this
ballpark.
out. Okay, so the original 16-ounce can of Surge, 230 calories. It was fat-free. 50 milligrams of sodium, 62 carbs, 56 grams of sugar in a can of Surge.
Hey, RF is in the house. Religious fanboy, Mountain Dew sweet liking.
That's not even what's crazy. 55 grams of added sugar, which is 112% of your daily value in one 16-ounce can. So that was Surge. Certainly not sugar-free. That's right, Matthew.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I do want to say this before we go to our last two picks. Barry put it out there. What Rushmore roast flavor should I recommend? I have been pushing for a pecan. A southern pecan flavor roast would be banging. He's been experimenting with like the flavor, roasts or whatever. But
what is a major flavor in the Dakota?
North Dakota. I mean, freedom, air, sunshine, clouds, horses,
pine.
What else is it? I don't know.
Pine,
field, open. I don't know. Anyway, all right, Ethan, your
diabetes.
Your last pick.
So this was a very, I think, weird one. I would say Squirt.
Oh, so that is grapefruit also.
That's also grapefruit. Squirt, which is a weird name.
Yeah, Nelson, they don't give you like Sprite, 7-Up. They only give you Squirt. That's
really that's a random soda to just give. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alexis, you have the last pick, the final. You get to wrap this thing up. What is the last? You have every other soda in existence ever, and it's coming down to this one.
All right. Nobody has ever tried this, I swear. I found this in the store one day, and I just decided to try it. There's a lot of Olipop flavors that I've tried, and I just don't like. But I tried this one, and I really liked it. And I'm gonna go with. They have a SpongeBob Olipop, and it's pineapple paradise flavor. It's so good. I don't know.
Look at Benjamin from it. No, I'm just kidding. No,
wait, did you say flavored? Flavored? Because Olipop ain't flavored.
It's pineapple.
It has the aroma of pineapple.
That's what I like.
I think that this one was pretty strong. It's got a very strong pineapple taste, but it's like in a
I
soda.
always go like my LaCroix, Olipop, bubbly, all these things. And I'm like, all right, let me taste that. Let's see if I can find one I like. And the minute, like Frank the Tank, the minute it hits my lips, I'm like, I'm offended. I'm like, what is this?
Doesn't Brittany like one of those? Is she
Who?
LaCroix? Doesn't Brittany like one of those?
Yeah, she drinks LaCroix.
LaCroix. My favorite was the meme of LaCroix, and it was the different flavors, and it says this LaCroix feels like it was shipped on the same truck that had oranges in it. Like that's how you got it. Or there's one that says hint of lime. It's a hint of lime.
Yeah, they were in the.
Had this. My kids enjoy the Olipops. I can't get it.
I don't like most flavors, but this one was just I liked it a lot, so I had to.
Yeah.
I just don't like soda water. or whatever that is, and then they give it a little bit of a like. One of my least favorite things is when you go to get a drink and it's out
Yes.
at
If
the
it's a
fountain,
Sprite
and
and
that's what
you
it
can't
tastes
tell.
like.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what it tastes like, but with whatever flavor it came out of.
But it was meant to taste like that. They
Yeah.
meant to do that.
They're like,
That's the
this
problem.
tastes good.
If I just get soda water out of the fountain, it was an accident.
It
Because
was a big
forgot
accident.
something.
And the worst is because usually it happens when you're drinking Sprite,
Yeah.
because Sprite and soda water are similar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, well, that's the end of our mountains. Good job, Alexis. It's been too long since you come and hang out with us. Ethan, nice meeting you. Congratulations on all that you guys are doing with school and obviously your marriage. We are rooting you guys on for sure. Andy, we have we're going to be off next week, and then we'll be back going. Bryce and Girl Dad are on for the beginning of January. We have a ton of really good video game creators coming up. We're already booking for movies and music. If you want to be on a music episode or movies, please let us know. And we can start that rolling. That is March, April, May, or June. And if you didn't make the video games one this time and you want to make them next time, you can even go for the July, August video game spot. What a great 4 years it's been, Andy. I'm surprised it took us this long to do soda. But
I know.
But here's the thing. We have some really cool plans. I was going back and looking at all the original year and trying to get some of our secondary sets, whether it was Coming in Hot Take or Who's Your George or Quote Goat. And we're going to probably introduce some of those in 2026 again and kind of play like this or that and play some other kind of games. At the end, instead of always doing honorable mentions the way we've been doing it. So we'll shake it up again like we did in year one. And yeah, it's been a good time. Andy, you want to share anything before we head out?
Hey, I just want to let everybody know we've said it. We've been doing the blog posts.
Yeah.
And actually, right before the episode tonight, I posted album review number 3 of Kiss. I haven't posted it to social media yet, but it is up there. Go check it out. Look, even if it's not for anybody and they don't like it, it's been fun for me to write this stuff. So that's really what we're doing it for. But hopefully for you guys, somebody enjoys it. Somebody enjoys some of our posts and our different things that we put out there. So go check that out. We have a section at the top that says blog. You'll see that kind of stuff. And we'll post other things other than just the album reviews and stuff. But it gives me a platform where I can talk about music a lot, which I love to talk about. So go check that out. And yeah, Alexis, Ethan, thank you guys for being on tonight.
Thank you.
It was a total blast. So
Baja Blast.
it was a Baja blast. Man, I walked right past that one. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I guess it's time to say goodnight.
I was
right?
picking up what you were putting down.
You were picking it up. You picked it up. It was a layup that I didn't even intend. Anyway, well, I guess it's getting late. Thank you guys for joining in. Thanks for everybody in the chat who's been there. I went and checked. Barry, thank you for the comments on Village Coffee's posts. And there's actually a little conversation going back and forth between him and Kate about flavors. So that's really cool. So maybe it'll happen. If it happens, Barry, I'm sending you a batch of Rushmore roast. How about that? It's coming your way because you helped us to make that happen. But anyway, let's say goodnight like we always do, Kirk. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4.
And nothing more.
Peace.